Good morning. It's currently 5:37 a.m. on Tuesday, the 18th. I think it's the 18th of September. I'm still kind of not fully situated. I have a lot going on in here. Get this chair carefully. Okay, so yesterday afternoon, I did a huge declutter. And sorry I have my bonnet on. I just did my hair, but I want to keep it from falling in my face because I have like a really high puff, but it's more on the top of my head so that my hair can kind of fall in my face. You'll see. But I need to keep it back. So we're just going to wear this bonnet very loosely over the puff. I did a huge decluttering yesterday of some old lipsticks that I had. I got rid of a lot of traditional lipsticks just because I don't really wear them that often unless I really, really love the color. And I still have one more basket I need to declutter. And I think I might do that today just because I'm in the mood to just pump out some videos and get things done. And this is more of my nude lipstick basket. There's also 2 lint rollers in here. These are essential if you're a pet owner. Just take those out. I'll just show you. This one isn't nearly as full, so it won't take me nearly as long. Yesterday it took me an hour. Yeah, so let me show you what this one looks like. So these are more nude lipsticks, more pinks, browns, mauves, and that color family. But there's some in here that I also need to declutter, give away, etc. So we'll go through this later. Not even going to look at it right now. Just going to set that to the side so I don't forget. All right, let's jump into this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I feel like one reason I've been breaking out is I kind of over cleanse my skin. That is a thing. And I feel like I've been dehydrating my skin. So I've been trying to wash it only once a day. And that's in the evenings when I take off all my makeup, of course. But in the mornings, I just like to use like one of these little pads. Y'all know I've been using these for a while. These are the Clearasil Ultra Rapid Action Pads, maximum strength with salicylic acid. I have acne prone skin, so salicylic acid is my friend. So I just like to use these to kind of cleanse the skin before I go in with makeup. Really just to remove excess oil and any dust that clings to my face because I do moisturize a lot and I use oils to moisturize my face for nighttime. And any dust that clings to my skin at night. And dog hair, because dog hair sticks to my face a lot. And my dog does sleep in the bed with me. Sometimes she will literally sit on my face because she thinks that she's a human. All right, sometimes I'll use 2 if I feel like I need it. Don't want to use 2. Let's use another one. Yeah. Make sure I get in my brows. I get pimples in my brows. That's the worst. I get pimples on my temples, as you can see, all the dark marks. I have one that's kind of going away now. I had a huge breakout on my temples like a couple weeks ago. So I actively struggle with adult acne. Even though I take very good care of my skin. All right. Now we can go straight into moisturizing. I will have band today. Oops, sorry, that was kind of loud. I have band today. So what I've been liking to do is I like to use my SPF kind of as my moisturizer and then go straight in with my primer. So what I use for SPF is from Neutrogena. This is my favorite. It doesn't make me look ashy or anything like that, like SPFs can sometimes do. And this is their Sport Face Oil-Free Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 70+. heat resistant Helioplex. As you can see, my dog got to it. She chewed it up. But this stuff is expensive. It's like $11.99, but it works great. I love this sunscreen. So we're going to take some of that in my hand. You're going to see me apply it kind of all over my face and neck and my ears. But yeah, the packaging is so beat up because she chewed it. So I like start on my face. Then I go to the back of my neck. Here, so you can see my neck. It literally, I have like a t-shirt line. My neck is darker than my face and my chest. So we're just gonna go in, make sure I get my ears well. Get behind the ears. Get your neck. Okay. And I find that when I do this method, it doesn't make me greasy or oily or anything like that at all. All right. We are protected and moisturized. Next, we can go on with primer. For primer, I've been trying to use up my Fenty primer. Yesterday, I put it in hot water to get all the product to kind of come to the bottom. So hopefully it will pump out today. If it doesn't pump today, then I'm just going to throw this away because, oh yeah, it is pretty much empty. But I'm just trying to use it up. I did repurchase another one because I really do enjoy this primer. Yeah, she's not wanting to pump out at all. So that means that this one is definitely done. I've already pre-selected items that I'm allowing myself to use this week. Kind of like a shop my stash, but just so that I can make sure that I'm going through my makeup and that my makeup is being used. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this Fenty primer away. So this is my first time purchasing it, so I repurchased it again. So I have, I guess, my second time buying it. That's how much I like it. So we've thrown that away. We're getting rid of stuff. So the primer I'm going to use this week is one that I used yesterday because it wouldn't pump out. Is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer, their Perfecting Base. We'll use this instead. Try and use this up. I really do like this, but will I repurchase it? No. As you can see, it's like a pinkish color. It looks more white on camera, but it's like a pink color. And this stuff is great. It blurs, it mattifies, it smooths out your skin. It gives it like a velvet feel. Love, love, love it. Look, I need a little more on my nose. Dimaze, Nadiz. And I go over my eyelids too. All right, yo, I'm primed. I've pre-selected foundations to use. We're gonna go in with a mixture of Cover FX and CoverGirl. I have been loving this CoverGirl foundation, guys. I've really been using this and gravitating towards this. So we're going to use the Cover FX Power Play Foundation in the shade G110, which is too light for me now, too golden. It comes off looking sort of gray if I wear it alone. And then the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation in the shade D80. This does not transfer. It says transfer resistant. This is what I love to wear when I have on a white t-shirt. If I know I'm going to be hugging a lot of people, I will put this around the perimeter of my face. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this in the center, kind of to highlight under the eyes, and this on the forehead and jawline. I'm going to mix those two today. Let me just move I'm going to go ahead and just put these away. My rollers. Taking up space. And And the tea that I'm drinking today is Throat Coat. Oh goodness, I can't speak English. Throat Coat Lemon Echinacea Tea. This is for throat health and immune function. Naturally caffeine-free herbal tea. It's also organic from traditional medicinals. I love this tea. This one actually tastes good and helps your throat. Let me tell you some of the main ingredients. Organic echinacea purpurea root, organic licorice root, organic licorice root dry aqueous extract, organic marshmallow leaf, organic lemon myrtle leaf, organic marshmallow root, organic fennel fruit, organic orange peel, and organic cinnamon bark. So there's some overlap with the tea I was drinking yesterday, but this one just tastes better. Like, I actually enjoy drinking it. It's not a struggle. Like, I can drink it slow. So that's the tea I'm drinking. Mm-hmm. This is what it looks like. Throat coat. It's great. All right, foundation. I love this foundation. I really want to repurchase it in a darker shade since this one no longer matches me. Love it, love, love, love it so much. It just lasts so well on my skin. So I'm going to zigzaggy some of this under my eye area. Zigzaggy. I'm going to take CoverGirl. I'm going to do one full pump on my forehead. Again, I wear the shade D80. And you can see the color difference. I'm going to do half a pump on this cheek, half a pump on this cheek, and like a third a pump on my chin. We're going to start with this much, blending it out with a e.l.f. blurring brush or buffing brush. The name has rubbed off. I like to start with the darker shade. And then mix into the lighter shade, which I'm also going to put over my eye. That was not enough of the darker shade on this side. And then we're mixing into the lighter shade, which I'm keeping really under the eye and my eyelid. We don't really want that to go anywhere else. I'm probably going to need to add a little bit more CoverGirl, but we'll work with that in a second. Now for my forehead. Surprisingly, my forehead doesn't need that much coverage. It's just the sides of it, but like the center is fine. Just really making sure I work the foundation in, especially around my edges. And you see I'm patting it in, especially on my hairline, so that there's no lines of demarcation. All right, so now I'm going to look and see where I need a little bit more coverage. You see the two blended together goes really well with my skin. We need a little bit more coverage on this cheek. I'm going to add just a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit more to this side as well. That's where I have most of my scarring. You're going to see me just pat it in. And you notice that when I reapply the second color, I focus it on the lower part of my face. I also noticed that when I use two foundations, it really just helps to add dimension to my skin since I don't use concealer to like highlight the center of my face. So I kind of do that when I use two foundations. But I love the way both of these wear. I love the finish of both. They work well together. And the skin looks great. You also notice I kind of I sweep over my eyelids and under the eyes because I don't really need coverage in those areas. All right, foundation is done. Time to move on to setting my face. I'm going to use my Old Faithful today. My Old Faithful Coty Airspun. I have other powders to try out. I've ordered a couple powders, but I'm just going to stick to Airspun. It's just so long lasting on me. And since I have band today outside, I need something really long lasting. Taking my e.l.f. powder brush because it's a flat top. I dip into it. I knock off the excess. Now I've seen me do this, and I like to go over my lids first so I can set those, and I kind of go over the middle of in between my brows, this lower part of my forehead. We're gonna set that, and then we're gonna move to the under eye. This is really gonna smooth out the skin and make this area nice and flawless and matte, and brighten it somewhat. On camera, it looks more ashy. In person, it looks more like brightened and highlighted without me using a bunch of concealer and adding more products to my face. So that's why I don't really wear concealer. Also, I don't have under eye circles, like under eye bags. I don't really have anything to conceal. What I need to conceal is the perimeter of my face, which is why I like more full coverage foundations. Now I'm taking very light amounts of this Coty Airspun. And I'm setting other areas where I'm prone to crease. So like the corners of my mouth, like right here, tend to crease. So I like to make sure I set those. Make sure I use a very light amount. Then I like to go and work onto the forehead. So my forehead is prone to creasing sometimes with certain foundations. But the key is not to use too much of this powder, or else you're gonna end up, especially if you have darker skin, you're gonna end up looking crazy. But it just works so well for oil control and like smoothing the skin out. It's just so good. And now for the bridge of my nose, which ends up turning into my whole nose, which is okay with me. All right. So I like to use just a light, very light amount. Now I'm gonna go in this area to set. You're gonna notice I kind of leave my contour area blank because this does brighten a little bit. So I like to use another powder for those areas. This is a great loose powder. You notice that I press the powder into my skin. So I don't want to move around or disturb the foundation. So you can see that there's still some places that are a little bit darker that weren't really set with powder. And that's for a reason. So we are now done with Coty Air Spun for now. I'm going to grab my fluffier, larger powder brush. This is from the Christian Siriano New York collection. I really love this brush. Now we're going to take the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Looks like this onto this brush. And you're going to see me start to pat this, press this into the skin where I didn't set yet. And this powder is darker. I feel like it transforms to your skin tone, honestly, because this looks super light in the pan. This doesn't look like it's my color. It's also not like super high coverage, but it does add a little bit more coverage. Like a sheer layer of additional coverage. I like to use this around the perimeters of my face or anywhere that you would normally contour. I love this powder. It's great. I was saying in my declutter yesterday that the Wet n Wild pressed powders from their Photo Focus collection remind me of this. They have a similar texture and they give the skin a similar look. Except that one has a little bit of like shimmer in it, but I still like it. Mine were just old, so I had to throw them away. Really making sure that I get all the areas where I have scarring. Make sure that they're locked in. We want to be secure. Secure the foundation. Okay, so now I'm done powdering the skin. My base is complete. Now we can do all the other extra things. Now that the complexion is evened out and smooth to the side. Ooh, smooth this side. We got some texture, major texture still. I have texture all over my skin. But these powders really help to smooth the appearance of my skin and blur it out. Highlighter. We're going to use a throwback highlighter that I found while I was decluttering. Well, I don't get dressed until after I do my makeup. But for me, since I have, A cups, it works because there's not really much there to conceal or keep from moving or distracting anybody because there ain't really nothing there. So yeah, I normally don't wear them unless I am going to work. And then it even depends on what I'm wearing to work. Sometimes if it's like spaghetti strap or something, I don't want the straps to show and a strapless bra will fall off of me. So I just don't wear one. But yeah, this is how I am when I'm home. We are going into the e.l.f. J Glow palette. When I was decluttering, I discovered where I had hidden this. And we're going to use the highlighter in here to highlight today. One of Jackie Aina's first collabs that I can remember. I'm going to use the same brush I always highlight with. Like I just put way too much on here. And yeah. You're gonna notice I put this really, really high up. I don't have on my outfit yet. I don't know what I'm wearing until literally right before I walk out the door. That's like the last thing I do is choose what I'm gonna wear. I care more about like what my makeup looks like. So I spend most of the time doing my makeup in the mornings. And making sure my hair is presentable. And then I meal prep and like get all the other stuff I need ready, like packing my bag for school. I do that at night. Right now, I just have on what I sleep in, what I walk my dog in, what I lounge around the house in, which is just like this cotton dress. That's what I do my makeup in. There's makeup on this sleeve or this strap. But yeah, it's just like a cotton little dress. Comes to like right above my knee. This is what I wear around the house when I walk my dog. When I'm not going anywhere, I wear it over my bathing suit when I go to the pool, Nothing fancy or special. I do like the color though of it. So I have started to, yeah, I do. And sometimes I wear my bathrobe when I walk my dog. It just depends on the weather, if it's cold or not. I will walk my dog in my bathrobe or just like this. Well, I don't think when you're in a public place, like if I'm at, okay, let's say I'm at Carowinds, which is like a amusement park that has a water park. I like to, when I'm riding the rides, I don't want to just be in a bathing suit, which they don't allow. Like you have to wear clothes when you're riding the roller coasters, and then when you're in the water park, you can walk around in your bathing suit. So I'm not really shy when it comes to my body. I modeled professionally, so I'm not really that shy. I really don't even really like to be out here like that. I don't even really like to go to the pool. I don't even like the beach that much. I like to wear all of my clothes to the beach and just look at the water. I don't even want to get in the water. I'm that person. Because I lived in Hawaii for 4 years, so I'm beached out. I say it all the time. I am beached out. I lived in Hawaii for 4 years. I've been in very beautiful waters, much more beautiful than anything over here on the East Coast above Florida. Florida has nice water from what I've seen in pictures, but like South Carolina beaches are not the prettiest. I don't really care about guys either, not like that. I have a fantastic, wonderful, amazing boyfriend, and so yeah, I don't really care about what guys think. Okay, I'm done adding highlighter. This is really pretty. And I'm gonna do my nose. What time is it? 6:04. I'm doing great on time. Okay, let's keep it moving. I like to try and leave by 6:45. Because if I leave by 6:45, I can stop and get a coffee or get some breakfast. But if I don't, then I won't have time. Oh, this is what I'm dipping into. The e.l.f. J-Glow palette. We're gonna do something really simple on the eyes because I want to do kind of a bold fall lip. Brown lip, I already have the colors chosen that I want to use for my lips. I love a nice nose highlight. That's my favorite place to highlight. I feel like I say that a lot, but it really is. And we'll do Cupid's bow. I also put my highlighter way up higher than what I used to. This helps me to avoid all the pimples I get. Thank you. All right, we are done with that. I move on to my eyebrows since your girl ain't really got any. And I like to use my Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. I mean, they're there, but they're just real thin. I have on red toenail polish. Okay. We can let the hair show now, my puff. Had to redefine some little pieces up here. Nope, I'm not going to pull my foot up here, even though I can do it like this because I'm very flexible. Not going to do it. It's like this color red, like my cup. Time for these brows. Yesterday I was having a moment. They ended up being kind of thick. I like to just follow. I mean, my brows are naturally thin, so I prefer for my brows to be, I guess, thinner. I make them like slightly bigger, but not much. And I'm one of those people who likes black eyebrows. Even though they say, don't make your eyebrows black. I'm black. I don't mind having black eyebrows. I'll do a few little hair strokes at the beginning. You kind of can't see them, but they're there. I'm just following the shape that's there. So it is Mexico week in my class because it is Hispanic Heritage Month, and the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month is Mexican Independence Day. And so we are learning the Mexican hat dance. And I did that dance like 30 times yesterday. And let me tell you, I got such a workout. Like, I didn't think about having to model it and then perform it with the students that many times. That did not cross my mind. Yeah, it was rough. I was so tired. Okay, we have one eyebrow on. It was rough, but it was really, really fun. I'm looking forward to doing it for the rest of the week, but I've already got my water at school because it was a struggle. Your girl's not really in shape. Like, I can pretend to be in shape, like I can push through and get like athletic things done and look like I'm not struggling, but on the inside, I'm definitely struggling. Nola June. Nola June. Nola June. Okay, my dog is ignoring me. What else is new? Oh, it's McTeacher night tonight. It's like there's something happening today. Well, oh, it's until 8. So if I leave right after band camp, I'll be able to make it to McTeacher night. So I need to take that shirt with me or change into that shirt when I get home. Boom. I loved McTeacher night at my previous school district. I love working that fundraiser. I would go dance on the street corner to get people to come to McDonald's and support so we could get a playground for our kindergartners. It was great. Okay, so my brows are done. I just like to kind of brush over them with my powder brush. Y'all see me do this all the time just to kind of soften them up a little bit and make sure that the inside is kind of diffused. There's a gradient. I don't want it to be too harsh at the beginning. But we also want them to show up. There we go. All right, brows are done. We move on to the eyes. Keeping the eyes very, very simple. I want to kind of try to use this Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette that I got in my BoxyCharm. But I don't know if that's going to be the best with a brown lip. I might end up looking a little too cool toned, a little too dark. So maybe not this palette. Yeah. We're going to save this palette for another day because I don't want to look too dark because I'm a happy person. So let's do something warmer on the eyes. Let's go into, I used the Queen of Hearts palette yesterday, so I don't want to use that. Let's see. Okay, that could be a vibe. Maybe. I don't really want to do anything too intense. I'm kind of feeling a matte look, honestly. So I think I'm going to use, let me gather my thoughts. Not this. I think I'm going to use this Cheers to the Beauty palette today. So we're going to use the Color Rain Cheers to the Beauty palette. It is really, really pretty packaging. I got this on the Labor Day, on their Labor Day sale for $25. So got a really good deal on the Queen of Hearts and the Cheers to the Beauty. Basically, I got two for the price of one, which your girl ain't mad at because I got to support a Black-owned business. And yeah. So like I said, we're going to do a matte look, which is something you don't see me do too often, but we're going to start with the shade Vintage Feels, which is this beautiful orange shade that has some gold glitter in it, but it's not too much. See? It's not too glittering. We're going to use that as a transition shade for today's look. I'm going to use this brush from BH Cosmetics, number 140. Just going to wipe it off and make sure that I only get this color. So I'm just going to fluff that into my upper crease area. It's a really pretty shade. Like I said, I'm feeling more fall vibes. This is the color of many of the autumn leaves that are showing. Shout out to the jazz tune, Autumn Leaves. I'm just building that color up all the way from inner to outer crease in the upper crease area. If you want to blow it out some, you can. Same for the other eye. Yeah, 6:15. I'm doing good on time. Got 34% battery on my computer. We're doing good. Things are coming together. Like I said, you can kind of wing it out if you like. Today is a busy day. I just realized. Have a staff meeting. I've got something due that I need to type up. I also need to get started on Veterans Day, contact the RTC to make sure that I can reserve them to come present the colors for us. I'm like still in shock that we already did one performance. Like, wait, is this the 5th week of school? Maybe it is the 5th week. Everything is kind of just like running together this morning, but it's okay. All right. Next, we're going to go into the shade Debonair, which is a beautiful like cranberry matte shade. Oops. Did I just put my nail in there? I sure did. To the gold right next to it. That's okay. This shade right here, I'm going to put that, I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. I'm going to put that lower into my crease. Using this Morphe M518 brush. Or do I want to use this one? I'm going to use the Morphe M514 brush. There's just some blue on it. That's okay, but I like this one better. Honestly, I'm not really a huge fan of Morphe eye brushes. I feel like they just look a hot mess too fast. Like they don't last. So I'm going to focus this into the socket of the eye a lot lower than the first shade we applied. And this is going to be one of those looks where I leave, yeah, the blue in here is starting to mix in. So I need to wash this brush. Add that to my container of wash brushes I need to wash. I'm going to try this 518. It's a little bit bigger. I don't really want, because I don't want this shadow to go everywhere. It's working out okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm going to use my lid color as the lid color. So I'm not going to add anything to my lid. I'm just doing some crease work. I do this a lot when I want to do a matte look. I just keep my lid the color that it is naturally before I even start to put on eyeshadow. Now this eye is darker because it got mixed in with that blue, which makes me sad. I feel like I have to use that brush now to even it out. Okay. Going back to the first brush we used and the first shade Feels, just tapping into that, blending over the edges to blend everything together. And that's what we've got. For the inner corner, yeah, I'm gonna highlight the inner corner. Well, let's do lash line and inner corner. That's not the brush. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna use this. I need to wash both of these brushes. Honestly, I need to wash all these eye brushes, so we're just gonna take them all out that are in here, and I'll put them in the bucket that they need to go in so they can get washed. For my lower lash line, I'm going to use this Sigma Short Shader U20 brush, and I am going to take that cranberry shade, Debonair, that matte cranberry that I just used to deepen up the crease. I'm going to apply this to the lower lash line. It is really, really pretty. These shadows perform great from Colored Rain. I am highly pleased with these palettes and the looks I've done already. This is my first look I'm doing with this palette. First time using it on my eyes. But I used the Queen of Hearts twice, I think. 2 or 3 times I've used that one. Like I said yesterday, one thing I like about these shadows is they're not, there's not a lot of fallout. So when I am working on my lower lash line, it's not getting into my eye or falling on my face, which is a good thing because I have kind of sensitive eyes. And normally my eyes would be watering really bad right now because I'm working on my lower lash line. But they're not because the shadow isn't getting in there. Going into Vintage Feels with the same brush, which is that shade we put in our crease. I'm going slightly underneath this shade to kind of smudge it out. Just a little bit of Vintage Feels. There we go. I'll go ahead and wash this too. And we're going to highlight the inner corner using this Coastal Scents brush. It's my favorite brush to use. And we're going to use the shade Nightingale that I accidentally dipped my nail into. This beautiful gold. I'm just going to put that into my tear duct using this brush. It is very pigmented. Love, love, love. I'm feeling the fall vibes. Even though the first day of fall is actually this Saturday, I feel it's appropriate to start now with fall looks. Yes, loving how this look turned out. And I'm not going to do any liner today. Ooh, the highlighter in here is beautiful. I need to use that this week. Definitely want to use that. I'm not going to do any eyeliner. I'm just going to do mascara. And for mascara, I'm going to use the Maybelline, the Falsies Push-Up Angel mascara. 22%, 6:23. I'm doing great on time. I'll be able to leave by 6:45 for sure. I meal prep for the whole week yesterday. I have some pan-seared mesquite pork chops, some seasoned steamed green beans, some Bush's baked beans, and that's my lunch meal. I also have some snacks pre-packed. I got some strawberry jello, some Welch's fruit snacks, the blue, so like the original assorted flavor in the blue bag. And then some peanut butter cheese crackers, you know, the ones that are like cheese cracker, the orange cracker with the peanut butter in the middle. I love those things. I used to not eat them when I was a child. I was like, ew, cheese and peanut butter, but you don't really even taste the cheese. It just tastes like a peanut butter cracker. And I'm not even a huge peanut butter fan, but your girl was trying to gain some weight, so I can use those. Have 6 grams of protein in those 6 crackers. So I was like, or 8 crackers. So I was like, let me start eating these more often while I'm at school and stuff. So there's a good snack. Peanut butter is kind of filling, which I don't really even get too hungry throughout the day at school, but I don't know. I want to try and start eating more so I can put on a couple pounds, a few pounds. And then I have a bunch of candy I just bought to give to my kids for like doing exceptionally well in music. I like to just surprise them with candy. So they never know when they're going to get it. I don't do it every class. Sometimes it's just one person. Sometimes it's the whole class. You know, you never know who it could be. I like this mascara, but it just takes a while to build up. My nose is running, of course, always. I like that my makeup came out though. This look is pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the lower lashes, and I'll come back to the upper lashes after I do my lips for one last coat because I don't feel like fooling with trying to build this mascara up today. But it does really good for your lower lashes. I'm trying to give you guys a video every day this week. And sometimes 2 in a day. So I still need to do the declutter. I'm gonna probably do that today when I get back from band/make teacher night if I'm not too tired. The great thing about during the week for me is that because I'm a music teacher and I teach the whole school, it takes me a full week to go through my lessons. So once my lesson's ready for Monday, I don't have to do any further intense planning. Like I might need to alter some things if there's like a major fail or change things for specific classes, like a new way, or if I know there's somebody in there that is Hispanic, you know, I might choose different songs for that class to dance to, listen to, or something like that. But I like my lesson plan is set for the most part. on Monday so that during the week I don't have to worry too much about schoolwork unless I have extra stuff to turn in, which I do this week because I got observed last week. So I need to finish that today by 3. So that's what I'll be working on during my lunch. I probably will not eat lunch in the cafeteria today. Probably gonna eat lunch in my room so I can finish that up. Because if I eat lunch in the cafeteria, the kids are gonna be trying to wave to me and say hi to me, and people are gonna try and talk to me. And I really need to finish this thing up. And it's not even that it's hard, it's that I'm having to take my lesson plans that I already have typed and format them into this pre-made document that doesn't, it's not really compatible with the way I write my lesson plans. So I'm having to just figure that out. And I have to answer a bunch of questions. So that's going to take a while. But it's okay. I'll get it done by 3 p.m. today. Okay. I feel satisfied with my lashes now. And last but not least, for this look is the brown lip. But let me go ahead and finish this tea, which probably got cold by now. It's more just like room temperature. Okay, I'm loving my puff. It's so soft and smells really good because of what I used on it. All right, let's do these lips. My computer's gonna die soon anyway. I'm gonna be using Fenty PMS. This is one of her Mademoiselle plush lipsticks. It's in a very dark brown shade. I'm gonna use this to kind of outline my lips. And then in the center, I'm gonna use this minted lipstick in the shade Foxy Brown. That's gonna be my lip for today. These just glide on, as you can see. And it's a very saturated color. Okay. Again, the shade is called PMS. And then Foxy Brown for minted in the center. It's a lighter brown, more close to my skin. Yes. I'm loving this look. I love a brown lip, y'all. These two together are so pretty. So this is the completed look. Sorry, my nose is running. Definitely feeling fall vibes with this look. I'm loving the brown lip with it. Loving, loving, loving it. Super easy, super quick, super simple, even though it took forever. I was like, I could take my time, but I could do this faster. Matte eyes. I'm loving the lip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'm going to get dressed and head to school at 6:33. Doing good with time. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Making sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. All right. Bye, YouTube.